point today. Part number 9. So here's our point, the small business relief. For the earlier we discussed the natural person relief. So hope the natural person relief understanding is clear, and what is the limitation that also clear. Just quickly send the message in the chat. Guys, are you active? Just send the quickly message. Natural person relief is clear. If you have any question, please mention over there quickly. Okay, let's move to the next, the small business relief. Small business relief will go through the overview, condition, revenue calculation, and summary. Let's start for that. So what is a small business relief? First, we have to understand the small business relief. Already we discussed some of the condition, but still we go in detail because still the application of these are the basic foundation. We are preparing our base. Once our base is prepared and we understand the complete framework of the corporate tax and the relevant terms and the relevant area of each, then we will dive into the detail and we will go further on the corporate tax calculation as well. But we'll understand this topic before that. Who is not eligible for small business relief? Member of MNE, qualifying free zone person, artificial person. Member of MNE, we already seen if your revenue is a 3.15 billion AED, if the consolidated revenue is more than that, then you will be considered part of a MNE. And qualified free zone, if you are part of qualified free zone, then you will be zero rated, subject to other condition. Or the artificial separation. What is the artificial separation? The mostly in MNE multinational entities, multinational enterprise, even with yes, multinational entity. Okay, the artificial separation. The artificial separation, if the one person have the company and the company is revenue is, let's say, is exceeding the 10 million. So what he will do? He will, if you are going to make the 4 companies just to avoid the corporate tax and to avail the SBR. This is very common. Being a human, we thought, okay, let's split into that, because instead of paying the 9%, if we split into the 3 or 4 units and having the 4 trade lessons, maybe the cost analysis, we do the cost analysis, having the 4 trade lessons, the cost will not be more in comparatively if we have pay the 9% corporate tax. So being a human, we do that, but if this is called the artificial separation, because the nature of business remains same, but you split into the multiple trade licenses or multiple organization. This is fall under the GAR rule. GAR rule is a anti-avoidance rule, where the people avoid the taxation through the such arrangement. The FTA, they might do the investigation and consider on the GAR rule. So there is a further compliance for the terms and conditions. Okay. Eligibility condition for SBR relief. Restriction to the tax period ending, that we already knows. What is it? Resident person, we already seen. Natural person, what are the income for the natural person? That is not will be calculation of the the revenue, that is wages, personal investment income, real estate investment income. Then we already familiar the term with the juridical person. What is juridical person? LLC, PSC. Then the permanent establishment, the PE. Normally, the word commonly we heard that are seen that PE, permanent establishment of non-resident person, double tax treaty. The small business relief is not available for the permanent establishment or the non-resident person, but still, if in the double tax treaty agreement is mentioned that such relief or such benefit to be given, so then they can avail this benefit, because the double treaty agreement is more than 170 countries so far. The UAE or FTA already made 170 countries. So double tax treaty. So the double tax treaty agreement will be supersede the city law or all the ministerial decision, cabinet decision, double tax treaty agreement will supersede. So normally in terms of the PE branch or any other operation that is part of the worldwide, so they have the presence in the UAE. So we have to see the the applicable double tax treaty agreement also. Anyhow, the UE source income, foreign income, accounting standard, we already familiar about accounting standard and revenue calculation. We discussed today also implication for resident person that are VAT registered. Anyhow, let's dive into that. Small business relief, 8th May 2023, ministerial decision 73. In terms of the national person, ministerial decision was 49, and this is the 73. Now here we again understanding the small business relief not available to qualified free zone person and MNE, multinational entity. In the last session, we seen in the tax return, they have the specific one question or the one point they will ask, are you part of the MNE? Are you part of MNE? If you say yes, then they will ask add the revenue. Maybe I'll show you again today the MNE. If you say no, then you can move proceed further with the normal tax return calculation. Encourage investment. Why the UAE authority, the UAE government, they are promoting the small business relief. They want to encourage investment and support the small business. So now the people might say, okay, the small business relief, they are referring to the 3 million and how much investment they will take over there. See, the small business relief, normally each country, they have ecosystem. Ecosystem because the big operation or big entities are there, but associated small business with that industry will be there in the country. That is called the ecosystem. If we are using some mobiles, laptops, or any kind of that, so but on the same time, some repair shop will be there. Many repair shop, they will offer these services. So that will be part of ecosystem. If you take any one of the brand from the China that is not available in UAE, but if the distribution person, he have the distribution in UAE and he's not giving you the outlet for the service for the repair, you will not find in the market the parts. If any small part, any small charging pin or anything is get damaged, your whole product will be wasted. What does that mean? If you take the market products or the item who's already in the market, known to in the market, even the Chinese brand, but is known to the market, you will find the ecosystem available. Mostly the mobile shop or the relevant, they will keep their accessories, they will keep their spare part also. And even the repair shop will be available. Even the service, mostly such big brands, they have the some outlet where you can go and repair your product also. Just for understanding, I explained the concept of the ecosystem because each country, they must have the ecosystem to support the country big projects or big organization, because all the organization, they cannot do all the business, all the activities inside. So they will sublet small activities to such investors or the people who are in the market. Okay, now they want to support this small SME or the small investor by giving such kind of relief, okay, because normally their turnover maybe the 3 million, 2 million. So they don't want to put the burden on that. And even they are not having the financial means or the professional to afford one proper accountant also. They normally offload on the, the monthly one with a two visit. So they normally go in that way also. So just to give them relief, so they consider in that. So now if the person company have less than 3 million and he can opt for the SBR, so he don't have to prepare full return. So now what that mean? They reduce the compliance. They are not asking to prepare the full financial statement and submit with us. Then we will give you the relief. He's saying, okay, we trust on you. Later on in future, once you come, we will ask the detail what you did in the previous 3 years. Okay, so reduce the compliance. Requirement including the transfer pricing also. They will not ask the transfer pricing also. If revenue and the threshold in the current period and the previous tax period. Here the difference is if they did not mention the accounting period. Please we understand the accounting period and the tax period, the difference. Hope you understand the tax period, your first tax period when the corporate tax effective, that is the 1st June 2023 onward. Revenue calculated according to IFRS rules. Relief will be applied from 1st June, as I mentioned, the effective date until 31st June, until 31st December 2026, the last tax period. In case of small business relief, okay, if you have the small business relief, so now what will be the plus you will have, or what are the relief you're gonna have? No need to calculate the taxable income for city purpose, as already mentioned. Just mention your revenue, the less than 3 million, or for the small business relief. So no need to calculate the taxable income. Compliance is reduced. Now, if you opt for the small business relief, so then what are the plus side? We already seen. What are the, we can say, the disadvantage or that may affect in the future? You have to see the calculation or prepare yourself, take the analysis, what you are losing. Okay, if you opt for the small business relief, practically the bottom line will, you will say okay, it is the same thing, but just try to understand. No relief for the exempt income. If you have the exempt income, you cannot claim the relief. Transfer of losses, if you have the losses, but you are already claiming the small business relief, you will not record the losses anywhere. Deductible expenses. What is deductible expenses? Wages and salaries. You cannot deduct as long as you are not preparing the corporate tax return. So you will not able to deduct. Net interest expense carry forward. Interest expense. Now we have the interest option. We can carry forward up to 10 years. So we have that will not be available if you are opting for the small business relief. So again, here the important part. What is the important part? Again, still we have to do the analysis. If the entity is making the losses, if entity is having the losses in the first year, second year, third year, better not to go for this SPR. Because in that case, you will have the option to carry forward the net interest expenses, but subject each industry, what are the operation or what are the line item that you have it. Okay. So in that case, net interest expense can be carried forward, and interest expense we will go in the detail this standalone topic, but here we are this understanding purpose. Net interest expense we can carry forward up to 10 years, and the losses we can carry forward for the future years. But if you opt for the SBR, then you cannot claim in the future, because as long as the authorities will say, okay, you already opt for the small business relief, so you are not putting your organization or your business income under taxable calculation, so we will not consider the previous losses also. So now no need to prepare the TP document, transfer pricing. But the important part in terms of the SBR, we have to register for the city and submit the city return, but we will not pay the corporate tax. But in SBR relief, that is less than 1 million, if you're meeting the condition, then you don't have to register for the city itself. Let's move small business relief. We already seen. Now we moving towards the example for the practice and understand what we learned today and how we can apply small business relief in the context of the real estate. Just in the context of the real estate, we already seen eligible person can elect to be treated as not having any taxable income during the relief period. Yes, we already seen the one of the example for the real estate. Not obligate to calculate taxable income as long as you are claiming the SBR. revenue less than 3 million, you don't have to calculate the taxable income. Taxable income means in accounting, first you have to calculate the accounting profit. From there, you have to calculate the taxable income. But from the revenue itself, we calculate, we claim the SPR, then we don't have to do this exercise. Simplify tax return and record keeping requirement. So there is no much requirement as compared where you prepare the full return. Not required to pay the corporate tax in respect of the period when the relief is available. So, maybe you guys saying it's obvious if we are not submitting the return and preparing the financial or not preparing the taxable income, there will be no corporate tax payment also. See, most of the data is I taken from the FTA tax workshop. I taken from such example also from the FTA workshop. Now let's move to the where there is no specific exemption and the person is subject to corporate tax in respect of real estate activity, subject to condition. What we are saying, if where there is no specific exemption, if some activity is not falling exactly under one of the exemption, so then we are saying the person is subject to taxable in respect of the real estate activity. Considering that condition, okay, small business relief may be available. Specific exemption is not falling, but still subject to applicable conditions, small business relief may be available. Now here how we offer the small business relief. Small business relief is a part of election. Okay. So the part of election, how we can opt? We can opt in the return. Relief can be made at the first time of filing of the return. I will show you this exact question, window also that is appearing in the corporate tax return. Also, you have to just tick the SBR relief.